As you listen now, or perhaps remember how you used to listen before knowing what listening really meant, you can begin to wonder how many ways there are to feel energy you didn't even know you already had. Like a river that never asked where to flow, or a wind that only knew movement. Not why. You begin to become the current. And you may not realize how you're already starting to change, because now you awaken your energy. You are energy. You feel your energy. You use your energy. You transmute your energy. You channel your energy. You control your energy. You increase your energy. And the more you do, the more you know. You've always been energy, becoming more itself. Let's say, just suppose, you were once a house with all the lights off. Not broken, nothing lost. Just unaware the switch was in your hand the whole time. Imagine you flip it and suddenly your beliefs rewire. Beliefs like energy is limitless. I'm enough already and growing more so. Reality bends to the shape of my perception. Emotion is the current. I'm the vessel. Does you notice your breath? Or do you notice your breath noticing you? You might remember a time you felt fully alive. Not because something happened, because you chose to feel it. And that's where we begin. Energy flows where attention goes. What you practice, you become. What you become, you project. What you project becomes real. So how do you harness this? Let's teach the unconscious through stories. There was once a seeker who chased fire outside, never noticing the ember within, until one day she stopped seeking and started sensing. She breathed in through her heart and out through her spine and realized the fire I was chasing was when I'd forgotten how to feel it. She didn't learn energy, she remembered it. And now so do you. There was once a warrior, powerful but tired. He tried harder, pushed more, fought every battle, until a whisper said, relax. Strength is not in the tension. Strength is in the flow. So he began again, not by lifting weights, but by lifting his awareness. Each breath became a rep, each silence a strength. And now, when you remember a time you felt tired, you can smile, because now you know what he forgot. Vitality is trained in stillness, not effort. What's fascinating is, the more you embody this energy, the more reality begins to obey your beliefs. You walk into rooms and people feel it. They don't know why. But something in you, your calm certainty, playful aliveness, radiates like light through stained glass. You don't need to believe this right away. In fact, not believing is part of the process. Because belief isn't logic. Belief is emotion repeated. Belief is a dance the nervous system memorizes. And now your body is starting to dance in new rhythms. The rhythm of, I create my state, I control my focus, I radiate energy because I am energy. That rhythm becomes a habit. That habit becomes a pattern. That pattern becomes a personality. That personality becomes a destiny. And all you did was notice. Maybe this is the part where you expect another affirmation. But what if instead you imagined energy as a lover? One who only shows up when invited, but stays when appreciated. You'd speak to it differently, treat it with devotion, not demand. Invite it to dance, to flow, to be felt. Let me show you more examples. When you say I can't, your body shrinks. When you say, I wonder what would happen if I did, your nervous system leans forward. When you move your spine like a cat, breathe into your belly. Visualize golden light spiraling upward. You don't just feel different, you become someone different. Because energy, it's not what you have. Energy is what you are when you remember who you are. Isn't it curious how the more you align with this truth, the more the world begins to mirror that power back to you. A smile from a stranger, a new idea, like lightning in the mind, a sense of ease where there used to be effort. All signs of an energy system no longer being managed, but mastered. There was once a man who lost his voice. He tried to speak, but no sound came, until he realized his words were never the music. He was the instrument the music played through. So he listened instead, and in silence he found sound again, not loud but powerful, not forced but true. And now your unconscious mind is learning. Energy is felt, not forced. Beliefs are chosen, not inherited. Power is remembered, not achieved. You might already wonder how quickly these ideas will become your reality, or if they already started. And I think you know they have. You're not the battery, you're the conductor. Universal energy is just waiting for permission to flow through you. And every belief that says, I'm tired, was just a temporary disconnection. You're plugging back in now, with breath, with attention, with identity. Because now you're the source, not the seeker, not the student, but the creator. And so, as you forget what you never needed to know, and remember what was always yours, you begin to feel resilient, vibrant, calm, certain, magnetic, unstoppable. Because this is who you are now. Not just believing it, being it. Now pause and feel it. The breath that awakens, the posture that strengthens, the emotion that amplifies. As you go about your life, you'll begin to notice small things feel lighter. Big things feel doable. Old stories dissolve because they no longer fit the new you. This isn't the end, it's the ignition.